once you're done syncing, you can go access the Lightning Network. That's the backend. So it's already connected to the Electrum server, but I'm going to show you how to do that. The benefit with that is because it's coming directly from your node. Hello everybody, welcome back. PieCover here. Today's video, it's gonna be about node, right? We're gonna talk about how to run a node. I made a video to show you how to set up your own node before. So all the hardware you need. The list is basically here on this website. You go on onboard.com and you go down and install. You'll see the list basically of all the steps you have to take. It's very simple. Like I just want to demystify the process for you guys, because it's kind of like a little bit sound complicated when you first hear it, but it's so easy and so empowered. It's a lot of empowerment when you can run your own node. This is basically how you see it. This is for Umbo, like the Umbo interface basically. No, this is not just what you can do that, not just to look at that. You see the block, you see how many peers you connect to, the mempool, and the hash rate, which is at 227 exahash per second, and you have the blocks, the blockchain size. Very useful parameters, and you have now there's a new feature where you can you can basically set up your node connection, and you can decide which you want to connect to. You can of course you can run Lightning, right? You can set up Lightning node. I currently don't have any Lightning channel open. You can also have the mempool on your node. So this is the mempool, but it can be used as a blockchain explorer. You can use it to check your transaction. The benefit with that is because it's coming directly from your node, right? So it's not a public, website where you go there and put your addresses on that will track you and think you presumably are the owner of the transaction. Because it's directly from your node and you're on Tor, it's completely private, right? There's no outside. It's just directly from your node. It's your privacy. So you can check the mempool, the size of the mempool. You check the transaction fees, and you can use it as a blockchain explorer, just like I said. And the other, there's so many advantages. You can connect your node. You can basically. The other feature that's more important is because you can connect your nodes, right? So you have a ledger. You can go to your ledger and connect your ledger wallet directly to your node, right? So I'm gonna show you this later, and you can do the same here with Trezor and connect directly to your node. I'm gonna show you this as well, how to do that. So those are, and then again, this is Spectre over here. This is it's taking some time to launch. So these are the things I wanna focus on today. So let's first I wanna go on the node. First of all, I wanna make a review. Basically, that's what I was wanna say. when you go on, the first step you take, right? You get the Raspberry Pi. I made this in this video over here. This, the first video you see on this YouTube website. Um, the one that say PieCover, how to set up your own Bitcoin node, plug and play, Raspberry Pi, 4 steps, step by step, right? That's Raspberry Pi for step by step. So basically, that's the video I made. Like, it gives you step by step how to set it up. But I didn't show you guys how to connect your node to your hardware wallet. Basically, your backend connection to your wallet. So basically, when you make a transaction to your ledger or your Trezor, it goes directly from your node connection. You don't have to trust Trezor to tell you this transaction is valid, but your node verify the transaction, nobody else. So that's the power here. That's why I said in the beginning, this is so empowerment. This is so powerful for you as an individual. So now I'm not gonna go over this. I'm gonna put the link so you can verify and double check yourself. But I wanna go over the steps, right? The first step was to get the Raspberry Pi, the storage drive. I recommend 2 TB instead of 1. But if you can get 1, that's fine as well. Storage drive enclosure, basically, just the enclosure for your storage drive. So, and then you have 16 GB micro SD. So you could get like a 35 GB as well, right? So that says 16 plus. You can get 35. That's even better. You need a power supply for your Raspberry Pi, of course, and you need an Ethernet cable. Just Ethernet cable. Sometimes you have it hang out in your house, and you need a case, a box, basically. So those are the things you get from Amazon, and those links from onboard will send you directly there. And then you go. Second step is download onboard onboard for Raspberry Pi on your computer. So basically, this is what's gonna talk to your onboard when it get connected on your internet. And then you download Balena Etcher, which is a software that's gonna flash your micro SD on your computer. When you do that, and then you plug your micro SD basically to do the flashing. And once you flash it, you connect it, and then you flash the micro SD. That's the step 5. And then 6, you insert your micro SD once you're done flashing into your Raspberry Pi, and then you connect the micro SD. You connect the SSD, which is just a solid 6 drive, and to your Raspberry Pi, and you're pretty much close to be done now. You connect your router, right? You connect the Ethernet cable I was talking about to your router. You connect your router and your Raspberry Pi. And 9, you set up. You power up, right? You just connect the power connection, plug it to the power, and then boom. So the only thing you do, you just wait for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and then you go on HTTP colon, and then you go / onboard.local. So, or just click on this link, it's just gonna take you there. I suggest you do that on Tor, basically, for for security and privacy reason. So once you do that, right, So now we're gonna take you to a place where you can basically, so you're gonna see that, right? When you log in, you're gonna put your password for onboard, um, and then you're just gonna, I recommend you use two-factor authentication, and then you put that there, and then basically you're just gonna, it's gonna take at least 2 to 3 weeks, even more, to download the blockchain, the whole blockchain. So to sync in, once you synced, right? So all the blockchain, it's about 506 gigabyte at the moment, right? And then once you're done syncing, you can go access the Lightning Network, do all those fancy things, and then you can have the mempool that space access, and so many other things. You can open the Electrum server, which is like another way, another interface that help you connect to your node. Basically, it's gonna be useful. I'm gonna show you why it's gonna be useful. So now let's go see that now. So let's say you have your node already synced in, you have your Electrum server synced in right after that, and then what you're gonna do, you go to your Trezor basically, and then so once you're there, right? So let's say you go to your Trezor. That's just your Trezor here, and then once you're there, you go. This is the backend over here. This is this button over here. That's the backend. So it's already connected to the Electrum server, but I'm gonna show you how to do that. So if you're not sure, you can click on this light bulb over there in this corner in the bottom here. So it's gonna show you the instruction. You're gonna say privacy, suitcase, security, and all those things. You just click on privacy, and then it's gonna say the second line. It's gonna say self-host full node via Electrum server. So you click on it, right? So once you click on it, it's gonna show you the instructions of everything everywhere you go for the connection. So because I'm on my own node now, it's taking a while because every time you get syncing the node and the node, it's a little bit slower because on Tor. But this is basically the very step by step. If you really take your time to read it, it's gonna show you. And after that, um, let me show you. I'm gonna come back to that to show you how to do that on Trezor. Okay, yeah. So boom, we're good. So you go down. This is the steps. So setting, you just go on setting and crypto and then Bitcoin. This sign over here, it's gonna show you how to do that Electrum. So let's go do that now. So I show you guys. I'm not just talking. First, so what we do, we go on crypto. Right? Say this is just you go on settings, right? Settings, and you go on crypto, right? Just like they said. So I have only Bitcoin here, so it's only Bitcoin Trezor. I don't want to deal with anything else, but it's really up to you guys. So now I just click on this gear button, and I get this gear button, and I just click on custom Electrum server. So once I click on custom Electrum server, right, and then boom, I click on it, right. So I need to go on my Electrum server, right, and I have to copy the address, right. So once I copy that, and then I'm gonna go on the um, I'm gonna go down here, right? I'm just gonna, just like I copy, I just paste it, right? And then as soon as I paste it, at the end of it, I put a colon, right? And once I put a colon, and I put 50001, is which is, I think this is my port, right? So you just put the port at the end, right? And then you put a colon again, and you put T, right? So again, I just copy my, address, the Tor address for the Electrum server, and I put colon, and I put the port number, and then I put colon again, and I put T. Yeah, and that's it. So once that's there, and I just go click on confirm. So you click on confirm, that's it. So if you're not sure, you could go down and just go down here, right? Just like on the light bulb, and then double check, and see exactly what it is. You see Electrum, the address, right? And then the colon and the port number, colon again, and T, right? That's it. So this is how you connect to your Electrum server. Now, for you to know if you already connected, you will see this stick over here. This is like this staking image. There's little plates like that. This means your backend is connected to your server, to your own server, right? Your own node, basically. And it has to have a green light over here, right? Say Electrum, green light. So this is how you connect to your Trezor wallet. Now this is for Trezor, right? You could do the same for Electrum. So my Electrum server is kind of not launching very well. So I'm gonna kind of restart it again to see what's going on. But yeah, just so to move on, I wanna show you how to do that with your basically you can do that with your ledger, right? So I'm gonna show you how to do that with your ledger, basically. So when you go on your ledger, right, there's a general, right? When you just go on settings, right, and you go on settings, and you go on there's general and the account and all those things. So what you go on experimental features, right? So and you go down from experimental features, and you go in the very bottom. I don't know why they put that in the bottom. Connect Bitcoin full node, and you go there. You click on connect. It's gonna show you this, staking things again. That says start your full node. No trust verified. That's a good idea. And you can go on continue. It's gonna show you the port, right? And it's gonna show you the credentials, right? So you just put the credentials. Now you're gonna show you this indication over here. Now this one as well, you can go if you're not sure what you should do, right? So I'm gonna go to somewhere to show you guys how to find the document that will show you like exactly what to do. So when you go and connect Bitcoin full node, right? If you go down, you scroll down, you're gonna go and running a full node requires a computer with sufficient resources and a broadband connection without data restriction. So you go learn more. It's gonna send you to that link. So this is the link I'm gonna show you over here. This is a Trezor website somewhere. So it's gonna show you setting up your Bitcoin full node. I'm gonna put this link down below this video so you can also double check yourself. You can read it yourself when you're setting up that in your server and your Bitcoin wallet Trezor. So at least 2 gram RAM. You need this is just like for the download and all that. So so this is that, and then you need this is the steps they tell you to take. Ledger Live, set them, experiment to feature just like we did. Scroll down, connect to Bitcoin full node, continue, and all those things, right? Now you're gonna go put your credentials, right? If you want on the same computer or different, different node, enter the RPC credentials. You show the Windows and all those things, configuration, your account. So this Ledger want you to use a Ledger Stack, a program basically you have to download on your computer. So once you download that, and then there's a few steps you have to take basically to really access this thing, right? So it's a little bit more complicated than Trezor. So that's the only problem here with Ledger, because I want you to download the Substack, and then which is kind of weird. And the last time I tried it had a little bit of problem. But if you really persist, you will get you get a good result. But it's just like they make it a little bit complicated, but it's possible. It's doable. For some reason, I don't know why they do that, but it's doable. So, anyways, I hope you guys get this for now. This thing never really opened. I'm gonna find out to see with the Spectre. But it's very 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 interesting that you learn how to run your own node and verify your own transaction, because you know the reason why, because it's so much better that you verify your own transaction, right? Uh, what is what, right? Nobody can lie to you. Nobody can BS you, can tell you what is Bitcoin, right? So you know what is Bitcoin. So, and like I'm even looking at running multiple nodes in case, let's say, Umbo decide to make, decide to be fake, so I can run, verify my own transaction in a different node. I can migrate to a different node. You see, so I don't have to be subject to one node company um, like Umbo. So if they wanna enforce a code that I don't like, I don't have to, be submissive to whatever the upgrade, right? So if, let's say, the Bitcoin core developers wanna force a code or an upgrade that I don't like, I don't have to update to that node, to that upgrade. So I could just simply say, hey, I don't care, I'm not gonna run this code. Then I just verify my own transaction, and I don't really care about whatever is happening to the other side. You see, this is complete sovereign individual. It's not a democracy. It's not about all the majority win. It's about whatever you want to do. The rest, 99.9% can do without node. As long as I'm not part of that, as long as I want my own node, it doesn't affect me. That's the power of Bitcoin. It's like it's not about the majority. Like you see in Bitcoin, yes, you know everybody love or hate each other. Still like the people consider as a community. This is all when good. When it's all good times, right? When it's all chaos, when the chaos comes, right? When there's a big fight, everybody's gonna try to exploit the little guy. So that's why you have to protect yourself. This is the power to the individual, not power to the masses. So this is why I try to reinforce this, right? To teach you guys how to take the power into your hands, right? Not to other people. Not your keys, not your coin, not your node, not your wallet, right? So you hold those things into your own responsibility. Bitcoin is responsibility, right? So you have to take responsibility. So this is why I'm so passionate, right? And only also privacy, right? Being able to check your, blockchain explorer into your own way. You can check the hash rate, right? Think about it. Like so many people are checking the price, the hash rate on other websites, right? And every time the surveillance state is following you, being able to just follow that in your own website, that's powerful, right? So that's power here. Anyways, I'm gonna leave it there, guys. I hope you find value in this video, and if you did, please share, comment, and once you share, you comment, and then you basically stream me some sats, right? If based on what you find, and I would really like it if you can. Yeah, that's basically all I ask. If you yes, guys, share, comment, subscribe, like, and stream me some sats if you find value. There's the lightning address below, or you could use my link to maybe set the wallet of Satoshi or get Albi link. You could use those. Anyways, I'll see you guys again. Thank you very much for watching and listening. Yeah, this was PieCover. See you again.